Call of Duty Warzone is ramping up for what might be its last season. Bless Unleashed gives PC players a 12-hour window to stress test the game. Destiny 2 offers a glimpse at Europa as the setting for Beyond Light, and after only 1 week in, League of Legends' latest champ gets the ultimate nerf.
Prepare to die.
What's good, everyone? James Blonde here with your weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of September 25th, 2020. And this week's news is definitely short and sweet, and it's also kind of all about the shooters for the most part. But regardless, as you can tell, Bungie's still building the hype for Destiny 2 Beyond Light, the new expansion that's set to launch this November. This week, they've released a new trailer and webpage offering a glimpse into Europa, the frozen moon where players will be heading. Explore this icing world to discover the secrets of its last civilization, uncover hidden Golden Age technology, and the dark obelisk that beckons you all. Just remember to, turn on the blue light filter from time to time so that way you can kind of get some sleep. And how about something new and different? The Kickstarter for the Wagadu Chronicles, a role-play-focused MMORPG drawing from African culture, is now live. The game currently looks like a third-person MMO in perhaps a top-down style and an artistic versus realistic approach to graphics. Really haven't seen anything this unique in a while, and it even has a free 5-episode lore book for those interested in its roleplay or tabletop aspects. It's an interesting lore-heavy blend of tabletop and online MMO, and even has support from Riot Games. So, even if you don't really have the money to help fund it, make sure you check out the Kickstarter link below. In other news, Call of Duty Warzone is ramping up for the start of Season 6 next week with a new cinematic trailer. This trailer gives you a brief introduction to 2 new unlockable operators, Farah, available at Tier 0 of the Battle Pass, and Nikolai, available at Tier 100. Of course, the Battle Pass has plenty of other goodies in it, including skins and Call of Duty points. What's cool about this update is it's also the introduction of an underground subway system. Rumors are suggesting that this may be the last season for Warzone, at least as it's connected to Modern Warfare. Since the season will end around the same time Black Ops Cold War launches, I guess we're going to have to see what their plans are afterwards. Also in the news this week, Vigor has rolled out its free-to-play version on Nintendo Switch this past week, giving everyone a chance to play the survival shooter. Previously, Vigor was available on Switch only through a Founders Pack, but this time was used to help fine-tune the Switch experience. New players can look forward to improved matchmaking based on whether the Switch is docked or handheld, and adjusted settings to put Switch players on a more even playing field with Xbox players in crossplay. You know what we say, if it's free, and it sounds interesting, make sure to give it a shot. Speaking of console releases, Bless Unleashed has announced its PlayStation 4 release date. For those looking to connect their PS4 to this free-to-play MMO, expect it to land on October 22nd this year. If you're eager to start, there are also Founders Packs available, which include up to 2 weeks of Head Start access, plus other bonuses like titles and mounts. And if you're waiting for Bless Unleashed on PC, there's a stress test this weekend, but it's only 12 hours from 6 p.m. Pacific on Friday, September 25th until 6 a.m. Pacific on Saturday, September 26th. That sounds kind of too short to really gauge anything in my opinion, but from a tester's perspective, that might be all the time you need to test out the game. League of Legends also released its latest champion, Samira, at the start of this week, and it went as well as could be expected for this melee diving ADC with limitless ult, as Riot Games themselves described her. If you missed our preview of Samira on the weekly recap a few weeks ago, Samira's a high damage, high speed champion that uses a wide range of melee and ranged attacks to build up her style gauge that powers her ult. Not only is her damage high, once she gets rolling with her ult, she seems practically unstoppable. Apparently Riot's agreed with this as there's already been nerfs to her kit, lowering her hit points and ult damage. Expect more balance changes to Samira before she finds her place in the meta. Meanwhile, Rogue Company has released its Desert Rose update this week on all platforms. Players will find a new map, Lockdown, where agents have been called in to stop a breakout in progress. This is a maximum security prison in Venezuela with lots of close quarter zones and long sightlines for covering fire. The update also introduces a mastery system, which grants rewards as players earn experience with rogues they play. Currently, there's up to 10 levels of rewards with sprays, emotes, and upcoming cosmetics. Custom matches have also been added, though these won't reward reputation, experience, or mastery. Before we get into the free games of the week, I wanted to remind you guys about the upcoming video overview I'm doing over the new Razer Naga Pro gaming mouse. Between a short vacation and tons of other stuff, I've been able to put some gaming time in and get a solid feel for it. So stay tuned right here for my thoughts and overview video coming soon. But now let's touch on this week's free game on the Epic Game Store. It's Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition. This game just launched Thursday, and it's essentially an HD remaster of the Platinum Edition released years ago. It's a pretty classic and loved simulation game, so if you love building stuff or just love theme parks, it's totally worth the download. But with that said, that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. Be sure to stay safe and keep your families healthy. Like always, you can find more information on the news topics linked in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or even more news in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, wash your hands a bunch, hit that little bell icon to get notifications, and of course, share this video. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.
Prepare to die.